Right, good morning everyone. Now, I just want to take you through some of the process. Shown you how yesterday about doing the dolls. These are all hand stitched, and this one's about 18 inches tall. Now, I did do the face. I'm going to take you through how to do the face. You can do them in lots of different ways. I have shown you in the first video on the doll making from socks. This is a cloth doll, and this section here, I haven't filled the head out here because she's going to have a lot of hair. But if you wanted to, and she's not finished, I haven't put her makeup on or anything like that yet, you can cut a piece like that for the back, the size of your doll's head. I can cut that down if I wanted to, and you can fill this section out. So pad it, start stitching it on, fill it out if you wanted more of a round head. Mine's flat at the back, but because of the hair she's going to have, it doesn't matter. And, you know, it's not hard to put the dolls together, basically. Now, I've painted her lips on. She's not finished by far. Her makeup's got to go on as well, even though I've put the eyelashes on. And I use these. They're just like individual eyelashes, but you can use ordinary false eyelashes and just cut them into sections. Now, a lot of people use them, but try and get the ones where they've got different lengths because they look more natural. But I do use these a lot because I can just put in exactly where I want the eyelashes to be. See, like that. Now, I've used these eyes, which I showed you earlier. You can have plain black, or you can have coloured, or even clear, and paint the backs yourselves. Different sizes. But then you've got these, which are the metal ones, with the, when you're doing a small doll. I have those in different sizes as well. I need to seal that up. Now, bear with me. I'm just making sure you can see. Now, we do sell the doll needles. We sell sewing needles, which are these. And they're, you know, a double pack. Or triple pack, I think. Yeah, we get 3 lots. So you're getting a really good deal for those. There's 50 needles. And then we sell this one. So you're getting the large needle, which is about, it's 6 7/8 inches long. Then you're 5 and a, I can't see, 5 inches long. And then 3.5 inches long. So we sell those. We're cheaper than most people. But like I say, you will need a set of doll needles. We sell these as well. Now, the sausage makers, and you get them in a pack of 3. I've only got 2 out at the moment. Because when you're filling arms and things like that, it's really, really handy. You could do with various coloured threads. So these are the embroidery threads. Just buy a cheap pack. We also sell them. If they're not on the shop, just request them. We can sell individual colours. We do sell silk threads by the reel. I use different ones. I also use these, which are the crochet threads, cotton crochet. I use them a lot, actually. You need a little bit of wire, you know. We don't actually sell wires, but if you can't find them, what you need, let me know. I can always pack them in your parcel if you're ordering from the shop. Like I said, the needles, mine are well worn, as you can see. They do bend eventually, but I've had mine a long time. These are original ones that I've had many, many years, and they're very worn. And you need a stick, and the reason why you need the stick, with marked off there, is you mark where you want your eyes to go. See, I use that. And you could do the same for the mouth, so you get it even. You don't have to. Now, I'm going to show you how I did the nose. The nose is, I mean, you know, if you're going to be making dolls to sell or anything like that, then best thing for you to do is to make some faces up. Be prepared, because it's a lot quicker in the long run to have everything you need. So what I'm going to do right now is show you how to do the nose, and I'm just using glass beads for eyes as well, so you can use anything. So let's just, there's the scraps that I've cut off from making the doll and you just need one big enough to, because they stretch, see, like that. So you take a little bit of wadding, don't need much, give it a roll like that, fold it in, do that, pull it out and just do that. Take a little bit of your thread, use the pink one, Fee, then people can see. Do you know I'm doing that and I've got a piece in front of me? That shows you I've forgotten what I'm doing. No, like I say. And you just wrap that around really tight a couple of times. There we go. And then all you need is to snip all of that away. And you can glue these on, you don't have to stitch them, but you can glue them. Now, don't just leave it like that. What you need to do is to cut away as much as possible without actually cutting the knots. So I go around the edge first, taking off as much as I can, and then I go and chop it in the middle as far as I can. And when you put that onto the fabric, I'm just going to use this for now, it sinks in like that, and you don't see anything. And that's what I've done with mine. So that's how to do the noses, and just make a batch of them up, and then you've always got a nose. You can do them big, small, however you want, and you can always choose which is the right one then. And they take seconds, as you can see, they take seconds to do up. So I'm just going to do another one, because I can get another one out of that. So I might do a smaller one. So just do that, and the heat of your hands moulds it. Pop that in, scrunch it up, and because you're going to cut a lot of it away, you don't need that much. That's it. You only need a little bit to fasten it as well, so try not to waste your threads. You know, every penny counts. Just double knot it. So you can do oval ones. You know, you can, any shape nose you want. But do match up. That's the one thing you've got to watch is when you're making a doll, your arms, your legs have to be in proportion. They must be, you know, proportionately together, if you know what I mean. So I've now got two different noses, and I can flatten that down. And it's the same for the ears. So I'm just going to show you the ear. If you want to put an ear on your doll, and, you know, many people do. So let's find a big enough piece. Here's a piece here. So I'm just going to stretch. I'm just filming. Yeah. Just take enough out. Again, it does depend on how big an ear you want. So just do that. Like that. Take your thread. Wrap that around. Just as though you were doing a large nose. And then you can snip that. Like I say, go around the edge first. Just do it carefully, take your time, no point in rushing. And then we snip off the middle where we can. So, just going to cut that off because that'll do another nose somewhere. And we get rid of the rubbish. Oh. There we go. So, if that was going to be my ear, I now have to make it into the shape of an ear. So what I need then, now I'll use bigger thread to show you, a longer thread should I say. Take one of my needles. I'm going to take this one. It's straighter and it's a little bit thicker for me to grip. There we go. So you need to put like your little markings inside. So start at the back. Like I say, I've used a little bit of a bigger needle. Leave some out. And then just do a V. See, like I've done that. But bring that back in. And repeat that on the same side. Now, obviously, you'll use the right colour thread. I'm doing this so you can actually see it. And pull that tight. And then you need to do it again. I mean, you can start there. It doesn't matter. It's already got a crease in there. Go down towards the middle, where you've got your thread. Like that. Now, that's brought that off. So that's actually come undone. So, never mind. Let's just see. I'm going to pull that out. And what I'm going to have to do is to sew this up again. So I'm glad that's actually done that, because then I can show you what to do if it happens. It's just to go around the whole thing again. I'm going to cut that bit off. Because you can actually stitch your noses like this. You don't have to have them and twist them and whatnot. I sometimes prefer it done this way, actually. Right, so now what we're going to have to do is to push all that back in and pull these two. Oh. Now that has now become a nose because it's too what's it to turn into an ear. It's too tight. That's now become another nose. Well, that's fine. We'll go back to doing the ear. Now that's what can happen, but you can correct it. You don't need to waste it. So I'm pleased that I was able to share that little bit with you. Again, we'll just do this. So take the bit of wadding. Again. The thing is, your ears don't want to be tight like your noses do. You know, you don't need them tight. So what I think I'm going to do with this one, is that big enough for an ear? Not really. Let me just get another piece of fabric. I need one a little bit bigger, just to do the ear. Just cut yourself a square, pop that in. That's big enough. You can just stitch it. You don't have to, you know, do what I did. Just grab that. Now I'm just going to pull that out there. Let me just see, I've got that. There we go. See, so we've got that. So I'm just going to tie that off. And then what we're going to do is cut that. That's fine. Flatten that because you want the ear to be like an ear shape, ovally. Like that. And then, like I say, you can put in your ear markings where you pull your ear in. So it's not totally flat on its own, if you know what I mean. So obviously mine will be in different colour threads. But then you just cut that, trim that down as much as you can. And then when you do the ear here, I'm just going to cut that off so you can see it. Oops, a daisy. So, you won't be able to see that I've done that. Sorry, you won't be able to see that because I've done that with the colour thread so you can see it. But when you've done this, because you put the needle through, bring it out there and you make your dints in your ears. And then look, when you glue it in, you've got a perfectly good ear. And then you can hang earrings from it or something, or put little studs in. So there's that. So I now need to make another one of those, don't I? And I'm just going to little bit of glue in the centre and then a line. Take my ear and push. Hold that in like that. You just have to hold it for so long. And there you go. Nice little ear. So we're going to do the same with this one. Although I think this one's slightly higher than it should be. So I'm going to actually do that. Push that in. I'm not bothered about the cloth, the pink. I can paint over that with white. I was just using that to show you. You know what? I'm happy with those. They'll do. They're fine. And I've got a metal piece in here so that the head can move about and do whatever I want with it. So, when I did the body, what I did, I made sure that the metal bit was inside and glued into here, in the middle of this wad, and I padded it front and back as well. And like I say, my doll is ready to be dressed, and the hair. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show and share with you the hair. Let me just put my needles away, because I don't like leaving my needles out because I lose them. Okay. So I'm going to need this, which is my piece of balsa wood, and we're going to put some pink hair. So I've got this huge ball of wool. Remember, if you're doing hair, you need to do enough, if you know what I mean. So now I'm just going to wrap this around and do bunches of hair for this doll. Now the only thing is, it does get caught up in the middle. Ugh. So you can get caught up in the middle. You just have to be careful. So what have I done? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Don't pull it. 10, 11, 12, 14. 14. Now I'm doing 30, bunches of 30. That's it. And then we cut it at the bottom, like that. There we go. I'm going to cut a piece off, just hold that in the middle, and then I thread it through. You can put this onto the board to start with, but I'm not fussed about it, to be honest. And I just double knot it, like that, and then leave that as is. And then we have to do so many of those, and it goes across the top of the head. So they will be glued or stitched onto here. Sorry about that, camera cut out. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to place them across there. So just take them like that. And put them fairly back a little bit. So your next one needs to be there. And then the next one, we're going to do this side. Like that. And that's going to give you a really nice fringe. You can cut them shorter, however short you need to do them, but for now I'm just going to do it for that length because I'm not sure how I want her to look just yet. Okay, and I might thin that out a little bit. Let's just see. Do I want to thin her out a bit? Yeah, I think that's fine. I'm happy with that. Don't worry about anything else because the hair's going to go on top. So the next thing we do is we apply these that we've just made. And I'm just going to go from the front there, go across, and just do that. See, so she gets a little fringe. See? But you can have her however you want. And then what we do is we turn her around and we're going to do the next bit. Again, just pull all of that forward. And then that sits on there. And pinch them two together. We can glue them in a bit more if necessary. And then we do the next one. And it just sits in here. Sorry, I hope you're seeing this. And it just sits in like that. Now I just need to get a couple more glue sticks. I'm going to lift that up a little bit and let that fall, and then just in the crown here, just to pin them together. Oh, she's got a lot of hair now. But what I'm going to do is to pin some of the under hair there. Oh, an eyelash. And just although she's got ears, we don't have to see them, see? But we need some more for the back. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut some more of these and go here and here. Try and make sure you get some on the top, because that's going to tuck in to that section there. See, and we just pull that back. We need one there and one there. So, what do you think? Like I say, unfortunately I did mine out of white cotton fabric, stretch fabric, but I'm waiting for my other fabric to come in. But when she's painted, her face is done up and a little bit of eyeshadow, you know, she'll look okay. In fact, she looks okay now. I'm going to put some little ear things in there. I'll paint the pink white again. But yeah, I think she's going to look fine. Yeah. I could actually just put, I might just do that. Little ribbons in there. Just catch so much of her hair and put little ribbons in there and then leave the rest of it to dangle. So I think what I'm going to do now is to make sure that's going to happen. So I need to take my glue gun. I don't want to do too much more hair, you see. What I'm going to do is just glue all over the back to make sure that hair stays put. So make sure it's nice and straight there, flip it back and then just do that, and that hair isn't going to go anywhere. That's it. Yeah. And just press down. Yeah, I like that. I do actually like her ears. And that's glued onto the back, see, now? I can do it when it comes here, but I don't want to. Because, like I said, I want to put a headband on her maybe, or something. Not sure, we'll see. And she's going to look great when she's done. Now, I did go yesterday to town. I met up with my sisters and we had lunch, which we try and do once a month. And I managed to find this beautiful, 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 like a tartan fabric, but it's like a brush, like a nylon. And it's just gorgeous. And I'm going to make her a pinafore dress out of that.